Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the second house posited in the sixth house in a natal horoscope. Well, firstly, let's say that obviously, the second house has to do with, a lot of times income generated. The sixth house is the house of work, which is very similar, of course. If you look at the two, obviously are conjoining and can work in conjunction with each other, could indicate somebody that's very industrious, very hard worker. Since the sixth house rules diet and health and service, this could be a person that might find work, we could say possibly in a subordinate or subservient role. Could be somebody that likes something with something hygienic like dental hygiene. A person might be interested in like cleaning professions, something associated with physical fitness such as working out, like a fitness trainer or nutritionist, someone that can advise somebody as far as their dietary needs may go. Since the sixth house correlates with Virgo, it could be somebody that finds work in a profession where they're very analytical, very meticulous with details, very detail oriented. Someone might find work in, like, say, data analysis or something similar, where a lot of analysis is done, such as maybe forensic science, something where acute attention to detail is really paramount. This could be a person that has a lot of possessions at home that are work related. It could be somebody that brings their job, I guess you could say, to their home and fills their home consequently with at least some possessions that are associated with whatever work he or she may be doing. The sense of values for this person can obviously be have to be in conjunction with their work in their life, and somebody that has this position might have had these beliefs indoctrinated and instilled in them when they were young and have applied them in adulthood. As far as having a job, could have been somebody, these people may very well have started part-time work even in their years in high school, for example, because the work ethic may have been strongly been put into these people. If the ruler, the chart ruler, the ruler of the second house in the sixth, if that planet is adversely aspected and say has predominantly negative or adverse aspects, and especially even if maybe a hard aspect from Saturn, it could indicate someone, maybe even in isolated cases, that might where they're however they're generating or earning their income might lead to some debilitation or some kind of sickness, possibly through attributed to overworking or some kind of exertion that's connected, overexertion or working too hard. You never want to tell somebody not to work too hard, but this could be an example where maybe some of these people, as far as if they have that ruler, that planet is afflicted, may need to take it easy a little bit, or at least tone down their work, working ability, or their how hard they work. Just diminish it, maybe just a little bit, and tone it down. And as I've stated before, second and sixth house, they're very similar. Somebody with this placement could obviously be a very laborious worker, and very someone that can also be very diligent and punctual, likes to demonstrate the good work ethic, and and supervisors and people that are above them often can see this. And as before, about being about being in a subservient or subordinate role, these people may very well be able to work stronger in a subordinate role as opposed to leadership position. This is not to say that the person couldn't fulfill leadership type position, but the quality, it may strongly be there as far as the service. So even if the person was in a position like say a manager, or even like some kind of president of a company or owner, this person may very well still show strong work ethic, and showing not just, well, obviously strong work ethic, but somebody that might like to still show service of some kind, and may very well be the kind of person that if a manager, for example, would be willing to kind of get in the mix and work with the subordinate workers, because of that work ethic that is ingrained in him or her. Well, anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the second house posited in the sixth house in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the second house posited in the seventh house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal horoscope, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.